Now what I want to do is kind of give you an idea of the creek that runs by the woods, and you're going to be able to see a number of pictures if I can do it correctly. That's my goal anyway. This is one of the photos, and it's looking down toward the south. And you see the creek it's moving, the water is moving all the time, but you could hardly see it from these photos. Now this photo is looking south. And here's a photo that's also looking south, a little further north of the previous picture. And you can see how the creek, when it gets, actually these trees along the side, when the water's flowing quickly, it really knocks them down. Here's another view, and this one you see the creek even further down, closer to David's house. When we get to David's house, if you're sitting in his backyard, and he's very high up with a steep hill going down and then a little plateau, you see the dark crevice there with 3 trees that are kind of crisscross, and those were washed out in that big flood that I mentioned, where it went 12 feet above normal. Here you can see the size of some of these trees. They're massive. I'm trying to do something here and I'm not succeeding very well, am I? There we go. You see how large the trees are. I think we had this in a previous photo. There's a picture a little away from the creek. It's the main path that kind of goes down through the woods. To give you an idea, this is looking over top of Fort Number 5, and you can see that big fallen tree. It's actually hooked up there, and I had an experience a little further over where one of those huge limbs, I didn't realize it was bending down, and I walked under it all afternoon. The next day it had fallen down. This is that same tree from another angle, and you can see here, that's the branch we looked at before, and this one also goes down toward the fort. But on the outside where the path is, this is the other big piece that I've been working on. Here's even a third view of it. This one on the side next to Fort Number 5, and you can see the main woods in the background, and again the fallen tree. Here you get a little close-up of the second corduroy trail, and you see, to make the corduroy trail the way it ought to be. The timbers should be going from east to west. You see a few of them up there going north and south, and when I go back, I'm going to take those up and make a bench in one of my forts with them.